The world of collegiate athletics continues to evolve. Conference realignment chaos, name, image, and likeness, the transfer portal, and so much more. It's arguable, though, that no revolution has been more impactful than that of legal sports betting. Here at 3304 Sports, we decided we better get with the times and up our game. So we bring you a brand new segment to our weekly kickoff show entitled, Show Me the Money. In this weekly bout with the books, we have $100 to put on the line, however we so choose. The more wallet we throw at a wager, the more confident we are in the cover. So sit back, relax, and get your account ready, because we're about to show Vegas who's boss. Without further ado, give me my theme music. The football gods have served us well because Week 4 is absolutely loaded. $100 in total on the line. Let's start with a pair of micro moneymakers. For $10, we start in Evanston, Illinois. Northwestern hosts PJ Fleck and the Golden Gophers of Minnesota in primetime. It's no secret that the Wildcats are in disarray following a hazing scandal that has left the program in shambles. With that being said, Minnesota struggles mightily to put points on the board, scoring just 13 against Nebraska and North Carolina, with their highest point total at 25 in a win over Eastern Michigan. For that, I'm taking Northwestern to cover as 11-point dogs. Book it, baby! Northwestern plus 11. With another $10 under the lights, we trek headfirst into the whiteout. Iowa on the road at number 7, Penn State. Two stout defensive teams. Expect a lower scoring affair. The Hawkeyes have won the last 2 meetings between the foes and are 8-7 all time in Happy Valley. Give me Iowa to keep it close as over 2 touchdown underdogs. Book it, baby. Iowa plus 14.5. Now it's time to put some more dime on the line. We up the stakes to $15. Louisville and Boston College in the home that Lamar Jackson built at 3:30. Now this is interesting. Boston College nearly knocked off playoff contender Florida State last weekend, and they have a very young quarterback that can run the ball all over the yard. But Louisville looks legit and has one of the most dynamic tailbacks in the ACC with Jawar Jordan. The Cards are 5-2 at home all time against the Eagles, and Boston College had to eke their way past Holy Cross after losing to Northern Illinois in the opener. Saturday has the makings of a statement game for Louisville. I'm taking the Cards to cover as 14.5-point favorites. Book it, baby. The Ville minus 14.5. A $20 hitter. Let's stay in the ACC. Syracuse and Army in the Loud House at noon. Man, do the Orange look good through 3 weeks. Quarterback Garrett Schrader was unbelievable last week in a 2-touchdown win on the road over Purdue. Just a subtle 194 yards on the ground for 4 rushing touchdowns. No biggie in the ball fake capital of the world. Army is always tricky, and they're passing the ball more than they ever have, but Syracuse scores a lot, and their defense is elite, allowing just 9 points per game, good for first in the ACC. Not to mention their ability to create turnovers as well. This is easy money with the Orange as 13.5-point favorites. I'm taking Syracuse to cover big time, and I don't even think it's close. Book it, baby. Syracuse minus 13.5. Let's keep it rolling with Andrew Jackson on the 20 and take this party to South Bend, Indiana. 7:30 primetime. Arguably one of the biggest games of the season with massive college football playoff implications. Number 6, the Ohio State Buckeyes at number 9, Notre Dame. The Buckeyes sit as 3-point favorites on the road, and I'm not sold. Sam Hartman looks nearly unstoppable under center for the Irish, and there is a different vibe around the program under head coach Marcus Freeman. It's about time for Notre Dame to get the monkey off their backs and contend for a national title again. I think they have the quarterback and the weapons to outscore and outlast a Buckeyes team who has yet to put their best football on the field. Maybe at the Horseshoe, we have ourselves a different conversation. But I'm taking the Irish to win a close one at home, marking their first win in the series since 1936. Book it, baby. Notre Dame plus 3. Last and certainly not least, our Big Bucks bet of the week with $25 in the pot. The biggest phenomenon that the sport has seen in decades. The 19th ranked Buffs of Colorado get their first true test of the season as they travel to Autzen Stadium and take on the 10th ranked Mighty Ducks of Oregon at 3:30. And they do it as 21-point underdogs. Now don't get me wrong, Shedeur Sanders is him, and Coach Prime is one of the most electrifying personalities in the game. But I think this is the week that the Buffs are brought back down to earth. No Travis Hunter will leave question marks on how to cover Troy Franklin, and Colorado could struggle in the trenches against a massive Oregon front. Colorado beat a TCU team that hasn't lived up to the preseason praise, and the Buffs narrowly escaped a fire in double overtime last week against Colorado State. Now, the boys in Boulder will be back, no doubt about it. I'm just not sure if the banged-up Buffs are quite ready for prime time. Sorry, Coach. Bo Nix and the Ducks are coming. Give me Oregon to cover at home. Book it, baby. Oregon minus 21. Well, our $100 is tied up, but wait, there's more. We got one last bonus bet in store. Number 2 Michigan hosts undefeated Rutgers in the Big House at noon, and the Wolverines are 24-point favorites. Absolute blasphemy. Michigan quarterback J.J. McCarthy threw 3 picks against Bowling Green, and now they face a stout Rutgers defense that'll force the run-first Wolverines to throw the football. Not to mention, Rutgers can run the rock themselves. Now, Michigan's going to win this ball game, but the Scarlet Knights will most certainly cover and leave Ann Arbor with their pride. Book it, baby. Rutgers plus 24. Woo, man, that was fun. So let's go ahead and recap. We're putting $10 on both Northwestern and Iowa to cover, $15 on Louisville to decimate Boston College, $20 on Syracuse and Notre Dame to win big, and 25 beans on Oregon to humble Colorado with a bonus bet of a Rutgers cover in the Big House. What a slate this weekend. Enjoy the festivities, and when they call, you be sure to tell them to bring me my money. Carter?